Hello, I'm Officer Francisco Magos, Public Information Officer with the Tucson Police Department. This critical incident briefing is regarding a recent officer-involved shooting that occurred in Midtown Tucson. Investigations involving the use of force, specifically when an officer discharges their firearm, can take a significant amount of time. Investigators are tasked with reviewing body-worn camera video, interviewing multiple witnesses, examining forensic evidence, and reviewing hundreds of pages of transcripts and reports. This investigation is ongoing, and investigators may discover additional facts. This briefing is not meant to draw conclusions about whether the officer's acts were consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. The images and video you are about to see are intended to provide details of the incident. However, some of the images and language are graphic, and viewer discretion is advised. On August 20th, 2021, just before 2:30 p.m., officers from Operations Division Midtown's Community Response Team were in the 4800 block of East 29th Street looking for a homicide suspect. These officers were conducting surveillance in plain clothes and were in unmarked vehicles. The sergeant of the unit was in plain clothes and was parked in a position to observe vehicle traffic entering and leaving an apartment complex across the street, which was a possible location of the homicide suspect. Officers do not wear body-worn cameras when conducting surveillance in this manner. For that reason, there is no police body-worn camera video of this incident. However, there is partial video from our nearby Suntran bus. In this video, you will see a male, later identified as Zachary Lee, exit a Suntran bus near where the sergeant was parked. He interacted with the sergeant, who was in an unmarked police SUV. The male is seen making hand gestures.
Sir, you need to keep your mask on.
During this encounter, the male brandished a firearm and fired shots at the sergeant sitting in the unmarked SUV. The sergeant returned fire. The male then fled south across East 29th Street into the complex, where he was taken into custody. From the bus video, you can see where the male was standing. Investigators found shell casings at that location, which were the same caliber as the firearm the subject was carrying. It was a Llama 22 caliber handgun. Officers rendered aid to the male using their individual first aid kits, and he was transported by ambulance to Banner University Medical Center, Tucson, where he received treatment for a gunshot wound to the arm. He has since been discharged. While at Banner, the male briefly told officers what he had done. His statement was consistent with evidence obtained at the scene. The sergeant, Lawrence Hovey, is assigned to patrol an Operations Division Midtown and is a 9-year veteran of the department. The suspect is 26-year-old Zachary Lee. He has been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and discharging a weapon within city limits. Detectives with the Tucson Police Department Violent Crimes Section conduct the criminal portion of these investigations, while the Office of Professional Standards, also known as Internal Affairs, conducts a separate administrative investigation to examine the actions of department personnel. This is standard protocol in all officer-involved shootings. When complete, these findings will become public record.